We all know Sony ain't never gonna beat this thing with a firmware update. Costs less than $49, I'll tell you that much. Is someone else gonna ever beat... What the hell was that? Yes, I am standing in front of someone's house. So what? I belong here as much as you. Today we discover if the Sony A7S III will ever be beat by another company. Don't pretend it's been beaten already. You're lying to yourself. We'll get into all that.
All I want is the perfect camera. All I want is the perfect camera.
Flickering fence Tony balls, anyone? I'm a fan. I'm a fan. Sign up to my OnlyFans page for more of that. So we're just doing a low light test, 12,800 ISO. Oh God, what is that? I'm overexposed. It's the night. Oh, what are those? Those are terrible. Look how bright that thing is. That's evil. Your whole family's evil. So I am leaning towards selling that Panasonic GH6. Shut up. You don't know what Sony color science is all about. It's good. I don't see a purpose in having it. The funny thing is, when I bought it, it was like $28.99 new, and I got the deal of the century. I just looked. They lowered it by like $600. I'm gonna lose so much cash in that transaction, and nobody wants it. Nobody wants Panasonic gear. It's a pain in the ass to sell. So I'm very happy with the Sony. Took it out for wildlife. I was like, yep, we got it. Even though I don't have animal eye detect, getting an animal in focus is never my worry, so why am I bitching? I do want it. I'm underexposed. I'm going to do auto ISO for the rest of the video. I obviously had no idea what I was doing. 51,000. That's fine. Seems normal. So if you look around the landscape right now, you would think, okay, Fuji X-H2S, you're kind of beating the Sony A7S III, 4K 120p and HD 240, but you're not really. It's not as sharp. The 240 is so bad, we all know that, the noise patterns, and you're not getting the same reliable autofocus. You're not full frame. It's not as sharp. Just nice colors, vintage touch. But like, get real with yourself, Fuji. 80,000 ISO. Wow, 80,000. Canon R5, 4K 120p, no HD 240. Super hard to edit files anyway. Nikon Z9, 8K 60, sure, 4K 120. Where's your HD 240? And you're super big and like twice the cost, twice the weight. There's like nothing that's even coming close. Sony can't beat it with the A1. Better video specs, basically. I'm waiting, and I don't see anything on the horizon. What's gonna happen this year that could put, like the R1? Is that gonna finally add HD 240 for like $9,000? It might. What it won't add is flickering Tony balls with branch patterns on my face that looks like my face is cracking in a Halloween-like manner. It's not the most flattering thing I've ever seen. It's one of the most, though. This is 90% of YouTube, this moment. Oh my God. Oh my God. Go to hell. I tell you, it's a sad world out there. Nikon's probably working on a high megapixel camera that will suck for video. I don't see anything on the horizon, something like video-centric from them. It ain't gonna happen. Fuji's probably working right now on like an X-T300, some budget stuff, an X Pro 4 or 5, I don't know where they're at in that lineup. Distract them with Tony balls. Fuji, you're working on lower end shit. You're never gonna beat the X-H2S, we all know that. It's gonna be 2 years, 3 maybe. Canon will likely match and beat in some areas the A7S III, but the cost will be so high that it's not even funny. The R5 II, I think same type of deal, super expensive and still hard to edit files. And like, we're all gonna come back to realize that the Sony A7S III was the video camera of a lifetime. Even though we get less firmware updates than Mayfair Reno Corp. I don't mind it. I like the footage. There's nothing this can't do except produce nice, pleasing colors. But like, do you need that in a camera? Some might. You're greedy at that point. This is pitch black, by the way. I'm only lit by like every 7th house who celebrates Christmas, even though it's turned into a satanic, materialistic nightmare, the likes of which your child will scream for more presents instead of love. I mean, what is Sony even working on that will beat this thing next? The A7R V came out, that didn't beat it. Do we really have to wait till the A7S IV? That's going to be another 2 years, maybe 3. We waited a long time for this one. The A7 V? Oh man, there's nothing. Is Penny Boy working on some phase level detect? That's a big carrot shopping cart. That's where I'm going. Oh man. I'll take your stupid cart back, you piece of lazy shit. Oh, that's going to ruin the audio. Thanks to DaVinci voice isolation technology. You can't hear a thing, and I sound so natural. Really is ruining my video. Thought I was kidding. Now I know I ruined that good deed by showing it to you, but if I can just offer some advice. Whenever you see an opportunity to do the right thing, just do it. And maybe God won't lightning bolt you in the sack for the 300 sins you've already committed up to that point. Just do the right thing, asshole. It's funny, just leaving the shop, someone was about to leave with their cart, and then the cashier called them back, like, "Sir, is this yours?" He was like, "Oh yeah." He left the cart right in the door. I was like, and I was right behind him. I'm like, "Yeah, I'll just push your cart out too." You piece of shit. Okay. So cinematic, oh my god. Oh my god. Fuji shooters. So, all I'm really asking for here, I don't think we need to beat the sharpness. I know, like, eventually someone's gonna have to, because this sensor is designed for the perfect 4K, it's gonna be tough to beat. Someone's gonna have to downsample 4K 120p from 8K or something, then it'll be sharper, but that's not what we're looking for. Like, hopefully someone can do a 12-bit raw 4K 120p. Work on something like that. 4K 240p. Don't pretend I said 120. And then a little HD 480p. I really am looking forward to raw internal, though. That's what excites me. I'm litten by a car. Oh, he left. Better stabe would be nice. And animal eye detect. I'd be like on board, something like that. It's gonna take a while, I think, till I want to upgrade this thing. It's like, what's the point? A7 IV has bird eye detect. It's your perfect camera. You lose half your frame rates. 4K down to 60? Give me a break. So we get nothing, and it's more than we deserve. But I'm gonna leave. How did this perform in low light? It was mostly hovering around 50 to 80,000 ISO. Most shouldn't go up to 3,000. They're like unusable. Whatever. It's all good. Night vlogs. There's Tony Balls. Sony color science. What do you think? What's going to beat the A7S III? Nothing. Buy a Camera Conspiracies t-shirt to show that you agree. That was a guy. He's disappearing into the done at night. Well done, sir. Well done. Your family's proud.